Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our live session. Guys, today, 3rd of October, 10 a.m., I promise that I will be coming live to you. There's a good bit of topics that I want to talk about. So today's medium of conversation will be in English, not in Malayalam, which I usually traditionally use. Today I'm going to speak in English. So there are quite a lot of topics which I want to discuss about, and I have made it very clear yesterday what are topics which I will touch base in. So the first topic today will be about is Ireland, is it completely reopened? What is to expect when you're actually traveling from other countries? That's the first thing. The second topic which I want to talk about is about student visa options. The third option which I want to talk about is about full-time and part-time jobs currently in Ireland. The fourth topic is about aptitude test dates and its bookings. And the fifth is about current visa and travel updates. And the final that I want to answer your questions. So, guys, please, I don't want this session to be monotonous. I'm here to answer your questions. If you have any questions, let it be how simple it is. Please do comment in the comment section. I'll be addressing as I fly through this live session. So I'll be waiting for next few seconds. Let's wait for another few more people to join our live session so that it's a great experience for all of you, so that I don't have to repeat again and again. So guys, I hope everybody is actually doing good. If you with the current pandemic situation, unfortunately, it has hit us, the whole world, and everybody is actually in a very bad shape. And I hope sincerely that my viewers and all around the world are actually doing good. So please shoot down as a message, just to say hi, Atra. Just keep the message coming so I know that you are in this session. It's been a while. It's been like 2-3 months since I've actually created a live session, or since I've been live. Unfortunately, I had a family issue, so I had to go address that. And now I'm free, so I'm here to address your questions. So let's start with the first topic, which is Ireland. Is it completely reopened? What to expect when traveling from other countries? So, guys, Ireland was doing pretty good. Sometime in April, May, Ireland did pretty good, and there were very little cases, and it came to a point where from June, July, there was like zero cases for a quite long period, and things were doing good, and unfortunately, after for last couple of weeks, the cases have actually started to show up, especially in certain parts of the country. The majority cases have been reported in Dublin, Donegal. There's few counties which is showing high rates of COVID-19 community transmissions. So the government is extremely worried about those things, and they have put partial restrictions. So Dublin is currently under another lockdown, as well as Donegal is under lockdown. There are multiple other counties; those who are their cases are mounting every single day. So government is actually is considering to actually review on a day-to-day basis. NEFET, which is national health team, who gives guidance to the government. They constantly meet every day, and they release news. So majority of the news what I share in this Hirehood page, as well as in our other Facebook groups as well. So guys, keep following those things. Currently, as in a nutshell, Ireland, certain parts of the certain counties, certain parts of Ireland is actually not fully open. And I don't know how long it is, but it currently that's the situation. So let me address a few people, those who are here. Adra, welcome. Hi, good morning to you. Sindhu, good to see you. I don't know another person. MJ, hi, how are you doing? Jason said hi, hello sir, and hi, I'm doing good. Lijo as well. Guys, I'm thrilled to be back, and I'm glad to see you all. So if you're here for the first time, please follow our Facebook page, so you will see a lot of updates about Ireland and registration and all this kind of things. So as I mentioned, the first topic is Ireland is not fully reopened. There are parts of Ireland like Dublin, Donegal, and certain other counties are under a high alert, and there is partial as well as full restrictions in certain counties. So that's why I just said it's not fully open. The second thing I want to talk about is about student visa. As you've seen, that we recently released an ad for post BSc nursing. So people, those who are actually a diploma nurse, they can actually apply for this student visa program, which is about to start. The classes will start in second week of January. So it is around 15th of January. The classes will start. So the people, those who are interested to do student visa, like a post BSc student visa, they can apply. They have to apply immediately because the application dates are about to close. So if somebody is interested, please shoot down a comment below. I'll be trying to address, or you know my WhatsApp number. You can contact me through that, so I can discuss about those options for you. Currently, guys, recruitment is actually pretty slow. It is very slow. Currently, the employers are actually are looking for candidates, those who are present in Ireland. So when it comes to a recruitment process, I'll just talk about a recruitment process in general. So what happens is, when there is an acute need, when there is a need in a market, when an employer wants a nurse or any other worker, so what they usually do is they have to. They have to look at the local market. First, they have to advertise in the local market, see if there's any nurses or healthcare assistants or anybody available in the local market. So first, they place ads in the in the newspapers. They place ads in different job portals. They contact the recruitment company. So they contact us, Hirehood. We do work with a lot of employers, and employers do contact us, inquiring whether do we have a nurse or a particular staff member who is actually present in Ireland. That's the first priority. So even when I say about present in Ireland, they will look for people those who have valid NMBI PIN number. That's the first requirement. They will say, Sri, I need a nurse immediately in next 3 or 4 weeks. Do you have any nurses who has an NMBI PIN number? That's their first requirement. So what we do is we have a good bit of candidates who are in Ireland, willing to move. They want to take the next step. They want to move up the ladder. They want to move from one county to another. They contact us, and we have a lot of candidates in the database. So what we do is we immediately contact the employers and say, look, we have candidates, or we don't have candidates. So they will try for candidates with PIN number in Ireland, with decision letter, who are in Ireland. So if we are not able, or any of the agencies are not able to give a candidate with a PIN number or with a decision letter in Ireland, then only they will be looking for an overseas nurse. So as I said, recruitment is actually happening. We have placed a hell lot of candidates in the last couple of months. As you know, there is acute shortages in the health system. There's a lot of shortages in health system, and we have placed so many candidates, but majority of them, like 70, 80% of those candidates are the candidates those who are already in Ireland. Overseas candidates are, the recruitment is happening, but as I mentioned earlier on, it is a slow process, because there are hundreds of people I know that you guys are actually waiting with decision letter in hand, and there is no recruitment, no interviews happening. So guys, what I have to say to you is, you have to wait for another few more months, to be honest. That's the reality, because employers are still looking for candidates also present in Ireland. So I don't have a definite answer when exactly it will open. We are expecting between November and December time. There might be a shortage, and there might be HSC will reopen to hire staff. So at that time there will be huge sort of requirement. So I hope this current situation will change, and you will get a lot of vacancies. You will see a lot of vacancies coming this November to December time. So that's the process, and I wanted to make it very clear to you guys is you guys are actually holding a valid decision letter, and you don't know what to do next. One thing I have to say is, guys, you just have to wait. That's the only option we have at the moment. You have to wait. You have to wait and see whether employment offers are coming through. As another option, people, what they do is, they, even though with decision letter, I have been contacted several times. So many candidates have actually contacted me. These are diploma nurses, and they're coming here for student visa. They come in here for student visa. Those who have decision letters, they come in here, they study for a year, and they have decision letter. Once they have decision letter, they can, as soon as they come in here, they will start to attend all these interviews. Once they pass the interview, they attend the aptitude test. After getting the PIN number, they can work as a nurse on a part-time basis. So when you're studying in a college, you can work up to 20 hours during your college period, and during your holiday period, you can work up to 40 hours, as well as during your stay back period, you can work up to 40 hours. So if a diploma nurse wants to come to Ireland to do a nursing nursing degree, and she has a decision letter, currently that's the best thing to do. People are actually choosing that. They have a decision letter in hand, but they can't find any employer. What they do is they take this post-BSc course, they fly to Ireland, they do this course, and basically get themselves registered and find a job staying in Ireland. So that's the path some people are choosing, but it's an expensive process. It'll cost around 12 lakhs, including your course fees, your accommodation, your flight charges, your visa processing. There's a lot of things. So altogether, it's an expensive process. I don't think majority of the people will be willing to pay that much of money. Anyway, so that's my second topic. So I spoke about, is Ireland completely reopened? Second thing is I spoke about student visa options. Next, I would be talking about full-time and part-time jobs. So guys, currently the actual employment market is very dull, very slow as well. Majority of the businesses actually are closed down, like restaurants, pubs. Majority of those things are not functioning at their full capacity, how it used to be, like pre-COVID. And currently the situation is, it's not functioning at their optimum sort of capacity. So people have lost their jobs. There's a huge unemployment rate at the moment in Ireland, and people, it's not only in Ireland, around the globe. Take UK for example, it's exactly the same. There's so many people, those who lost their jobs. Majority of the workers are actually working from home. They're actually doing working from home, like IT sector for example. Their offices are closed down for last many months, and the majority of the people are actually working from home. So part-time job options, like deliver like there are still jobs, there are still vacancies available. If you look at job postings, like websites, you will see a lot of part-time jobs. But also those jobs are only for like skilled people, like if you're a nurse, or if you're like a welder or some sort of critically shortage skills, those sort of jobs, there are plenty of jobs. For nurses, there is huge demand, but for carers, there's huge demand, but they demand people to be in Ireland. So the employers, they have vacancies, but they want candidates to be present in Ireland. So if you are in Ireland, you can get the job like this. If you are out overseas, I don't know, maybe November or December is the time when there will be actual overseas vacancies. So full-time jobs is also available, but again, as I said, it's majority for the candidates also present here. Next topic I want to talk about is aptitude test dates and bookings. So before I go to that topic, I want to talk to you about the travel restrictions. Guys, if you're actually traveling from, let's say, India, Philippines, Middle East, or Africa, if you're coming to Ireland, guys, you have to restrict your movements for 14 days. So when you actually travel from, let's say you're traveling from India, you have I've made a video regarding it in my YouTube channel. You can check it out. What all restrictions are there? There's a lot of restrictions for you to fly out from India. As soon as you come to Ireland, the first thing you have to do is to fill in a passenger locator form. So passenger health locator form is a form. It's like a 3 or 4 page document where you have to fill it in, explaining where you are going to stay, what's including your phone number, your address, all this kind of details. It's like 3 or 4 pages. Do you have any complications? Do you have any? Have you ever had COVID, or those kind of details? So they will ask a good bit of details. It's an online form. You have to fill it in, and before you fly, and you will get an email confirmation on your phone. That's enough. When you come to the immigration department, you show your email confirmation that you have submitted your passenger health locator form. That's fine. So the first important thing that you have to understand is when you come to Ireland, you have to actually fill in passenger health locator form. So let's say you finish your immigration, then you come into your residence, your address. You are asked to restrict your movement for 14 days. What does it mean by restricting your movements? We often think quarantine, like in India, if you're coming from overseas, you basically have to quarantine. You can't actually get out of the house. You basically have to confine yourself to a smaller area. But in here in Ireland, it's entirely different. It's not quarantine, it's basically restricting your movements. And overseas passengers, those who are not on the green list. So, green list is a list which is published in the HSE website. You could see it's a list where there are certain countries, those who are actually on that green list. So, if you travel to those countries, you don't have to restrict your movements. If you're traveling to a country which is not specified in a green list, you basically have to restrict your movement for 14 days. Restricting your movement means you can actually you can stay at your own residence. You can go for a walk. You can go to a shop if necessary. You can't go to work. You can't go to college or school. You basically are limiting your movement, but you can go to shops or pharmacy like that. You're not advised to use any public transport. The idea behind it is basically they're trying to reduce. So let's say if you are a carrier, if you're a COVID carrier, they want to restrict your movement from one place to another, but it doesn't say that you have to stay in your house. You can actually walk around, do a bit of exercise, go on your own, wear mask, and use proper PPEs when required. So that's the purpose of restricting your movement. So I have actually shared a video in Hirehood Facebook page. You can actually look at it. It explains, like, the minister, Leo Varadkar, he actually explains what exactly is restricting your movements. So that's what you need to keep in mind. So where I'm coming is, so once you actually, let's say if you are offered a job, you have to come to Ireland to do aptitude test. So if you have to come to do aptitude test, you have to restrict your movements or self-isolate for 14 days. So that 14 days, so you have to plan in mind. So 1st of January is your test date. So you have to be here in Ireland like maybe December 10th or 12th or something. So you have to have like 14, you have to finish those 14 days. Then only you can sit for your aptitude test dates. So let me say now that aptitude test dates are available sometime between February, March. So and end of February, early March is the dates available. So if you're booking, please keep in mind that you have to be here 14 to 15 days before. So that's the biggest thing that you have to consider. So let me address a few more people have actually joined us. Joe, hi, good to see you. Deepa, good to see you. Anu, great to see you. Bindu Sri, hi, hello, how are you doing? Julia Deepak said, she has a question there. Hi, sir, is NMBA extending DL again upon our request? I received once. Is it possible for to get another 6 months more from me? Unfortunately, I haven't heard any news like this so far. Currently, they have extended up to 18 months. So if you initially people used to get up to 12 months, but it was sometime in like May, June, they have actually extended for another 6 more months. So it's total 18 months. I haven't heard any more extensions from NMBI. What you could do is please send a quick email to NMBI, registrations at nmbi.ie, or you could check their website, which would definitely explain about their, you know, you know, you can actually email them and you can ask them whether they're going to extend. But as far as I know, there's no other informations apart from initial 6 months period. Pradesh, hi, good to see you. Vishnu, good to see you as well, guys. So please keep your comments coming. Please ask your questions. That's why I'm here. I'm here to answer your questions. Let it be how simple or how hard it is. I'll try my best to answer your questions. So next I'm going to talk about is current visa and travel updates. So guys, you might remember, like I created a video a couple of weeks back saying the visas have reopened. So it's still the same, that long-term visas are the only visas which are issued currently by by Irish Embassy. So basically, if you are planning to come to Ireland for study purposes, for work purposes, or joining your family, that's long-term visa D is the only visa which is actually currently processed by the Irish government. The short-term visas like visiting visas, tourist visas, exam visas is not in action at the moment. So I don't know when they are going to reopen, because they want to, as I said, they want to restrict the amount of people coming to the country in order to protect the current citizens, as well as, it's for the safety of everyone. So what they're doing is they're trying to restrict the amount of visas. So currently they're only issuing long-term stay visas. That's category D. So if you are here to study, you will be issued a visa. If you're here to rejoin your family, you'll be definitely getting your visa. If you're here for work or employment purposes, you'll be issued a visa. Unfortunately, for short-term visas as well as for exam visa options, those are not non-existent at the moment. But hopefully, it'll reopen again. So another travel update is majority of the flights are actually functioning apart from the flights from Middle East. So what I've noticed is Qatar, Emirates, Etihad Airlines, they're not functioning to their full capacity. Lufthansa was the only flight, Lufthansa and Air France were the only flights which are available to multiple destinations. So if you're actually booking, if you're actually planning to come to Ireland, if you're looking for the travel updates, please check your airlines, because majority of the airlines are not functioning at their full capacity. For airlines like Lufthansa and Air France are the only ones which is working. So guys, these were the topics which I wanted to discuss with you, and I have addressed them. So I will give you another few more seconds. If you have more questions, please send them in. I'll try to address as much as possible. So one other thing, one of the other thing, what I want to say is, guys, I know everybody is disappointed. Everybody is kind of sad to see that there are very little sort of recruitment happening in Ireland. Unfortunately, guys, that's the situation, and we all have to understand the pandemic is taking its toll in every country. So Ireland was doing extremely great, and unfortunately, it went pear shaped for last couple of weeks. So I would say last couple of weeks there are hundreds of cases happening, community transmissions happening every single day, and extremely they're worried about the community transmissions. So they are putting partial as well as full restrictions in certain counties. So CG says, how long it'll take to renew AWS? It depends again, CG. Usually it'll take only a couple of weeks, but unfortunately with the situation, the offices are not functioning at a full capacity. You can expect anything between 3 to 4 weeks. That would be the standard time. Neetu said, hi sir, what about the aptitude test dates? Neetu, I've actually addressed that question a few minutes ago, but I'll repeat again. They're saying aptitude test dates are still available. To be honest, it's between end of February, March. So if you are actually planning to book your aptitude test, please keep in mind that when you come in here, you have to self-isolate for 14 days. So let's say you're going to take your aptitude test on 1st of February, you have to be here in Ireland like 14th or 15th of January, because you need to self-isolate, because the aptitude test program, they specifically ask candidates to self-isolate and then only come for the exam. And let's say you're during your self-isolation or you're restricting your movement period, you develop a symptom, you have to let the RCSI know that you have a symptom, so they will gladly reschedule the exam for you. But you have to be in touch with RCSI. You have to be here 14 to 15 days before your actual test date. So dates are available. You can book it online. You can go to RCSI website. It's a pretty simple process. You go to online. You go check RCSI online overseas registration aptitude test, and you can see that you have to pay certain fees, and it's pretty much straightforward. GB asked about validity of DL. Currently, actual validity of a decision letter is only 12 months, but currently the government, the NMBI has actually extended for another 6 more months. So currently, Due to pandemic, it's around 18 months, but usually it's only 12 months. Sajeev has a question. Says currently, how long a work visa application process take? Currently, how long? So, current you asking about current? It will take between 4 to 6 weeks. It depends, as I said, because of the pandemic, it will take definitely 4 to 6 weeks. Don't rush yourself. It will come through. There's massive amount of applications going through, so just wait. It'll take between 4 to 6 weeks for work visa to come through. So guys, please keep your questions coming. Please keep your comments coming. It's so nice to actually be here. I haven't been doing a live session for last while, and so I hope I could find more time going forward to do these live sessions to answer your questions. So even after the live session, if you have a query, please shoot down this comment below. I'll try to address as much as possible. So guys, I think majority of you guys have asked your questions, and I think it's more than 30 minutes or close to 30 minutes I'm talking. So I would say I will I'll wrap the live session now. So let's say I'm going to upload this into our Facebook groups as well as Facebook pages in our YouTube channel as well. If you want to visit or revisit and listen to me, please do. Can we use hotel accommodation during quarantine? There's one final answer question I'm going to answer, Sajeev. Yes, you can use hotel accommodation during quarantine. So what you could do is, if you come in here, you have to when you're actually filling out the actual the form, what do you call this, passenger health locator form, and you're actually filling that, they would require you to produce a valid address. So if you are actually quarantining yourself in a hotel, you need to make sure that you have systems in place, and you need to talk to the hotel and arrange your quarantine accordingly. But as I said, please make sure you contact them at the early stage before making any travel arrangements. Okay, so guys, I'm going to wrap this live session. I think majority of you guys have actually asked your questions. It's great to see you all. I will see you again in another live session or in another video. Until next time, Sri Nair signing off. Bye.